Hey, I know what I like. Yeah, I'm listening to Sid Arthur's new album. It's been on repeat. I know what I like. This band is badass for my taste. I appreciate people turning me on to music but I'll tell you, most of the time, and this is again part of why I talk the way I do about human behavior, because people think they know each other people, and we don't know each other. The great majority of suggestions of music that people send to me is not what I'm looking for. It's not. It's interesting, it's like, words are inadequate, even with what I show. It's like, I have a clear sense of what it is that appeals to me. I keep hoping that it comes through when I talk, but I don't think it does. Someone just recommended to me, named after a Zappa tune. They're good musicians. That is not what I'm looking for. They're good musicians. That's most of what people have asked me to listen to is just all right. I can't put it into words. Sid Arthur is an example. This is just one example. It's not that things would sound like this. See, I can't put it into words, but the elements of what's happening in this music is largely what I'm looking for. I don't know how to put it into words, but Sid Arthur, best new band I've heard in ages for my taste. Along with Mew, when I discovered Mew a while back, they hit me the same way. Really fresh, really fresh. Yeah, this is fresh. This is just like ambrosia. The spaciousness, the melodicism, the attention to the sound, subtle passion. Some of the songs are about girls, but the music is about life, and then the music is so good that I don't even care what the words are about. So that's what I'm listening to. I'm excited. Today is an exciting day. Tonight, this is Friday. Tonight I have the art opening of my exhibit, and also we do the panel discussion, myself and the other artists in residence that did the first year at this Carver Bank Gallery situation here in Omaha. I went down already to take a look at the exhibit. Well chuffed, and I'll share. Obviously, I plan to share, from the proceedings tonight online. Very exciting, very exciting. But this music is just hip. Another big element that I hear is Gentle Giant. Which, when I finally remembered to mention that to Raven and Joel, not Joe, but Joel McGill, and Liam after they played, and they're back at their merch table, I said that's who I was grasping to mention to you before that. You remind me of not just Vandergraaf Generator musically in parts, but more specifically Gentle Giant. And they all went, yeah, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? We just can't get enough of that stuff. Just really vibed up with the guys. And still, I love that about music, and live music. A good live music experience stays with you. But the Ghost of a Saber-Toothed Tiger, Sid Arthur, Sean Lennon night was an event. It's really still resonating with me, Connecting with John Lennon's son, John and Yoko's son. I gotta put it like that. It is on that level for me, It is a Beatles direct connection to the Beatles. The Beatles changed my life. They gave me a lot of hope when things were looking real hopeless for a black kid. And a lot of what I saw is still true about racism in the world and the double standard, especially of America. The country that I am a citizen of has almost at every chance it's gotten to has put a block an obstacle in the road of my success. And then when you point it out to them, they deny it. Lying bastard fucking country. So that's why meeting Sean Lennon was extremely important to me. You know, the Beatles, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, Ringo Starr, gave me a reason to live. That strong. So it was an event. People are still talking about it here locally. It was an event. Fantastic. Some other records sitting out. I played this morning. Gun, the Gervitz Brothers, and Roger Dean, the man that Yes made famous with their record covers. This is his first professional album cover job for Gun. I think this is 1969 or 70 this came out. Also vibing with some folks online. I played this morning. Dome. Fellas from the band Wire. B.C. Gilbert and Lewis. Will you speak this word? This, like all of their stuff, very experimental, seemingly self-indulgent. It's kind of like you either go with where the idea is taking you or you don't. And no compromise. And so, for example, one side of this I can really get into. The other side, it's grating. Okay, it's the only way I can put it. It's grating. Whatever they're achieving, mostly it grates my ears. Last week I stopped into Jesse's record store and didn't want to drop any money, so I just bought a couple of dollar albums. And one of them I bought was Gabor Szabo's Bacchanal. And he does a lot of covers on here, which are cheesy. But the thing is, all you gotta do is just listen to Gabor's playing. Listen to Gabor on the guitar, and that's all. Fantastic player, Gabor Szabo. Because he went for the money and made this cheesy coffee table records, he's not more recognized by serious musicians, or so it seems these days. But he deserves to be. The man is quite the player. Another dollar album I got, which I don't like. I want to like it. I like the band Spooky Tooth, but most of the records I don't like. And here's another one. I don't like this. The Last Puff. This is just really, in my opinion, this is just shit for my taste, okay? If you love this Spooky Tooth album, I'm not telling you your shit. I'm telling you this is shit for my sensibility. It's a big difference, okay? I wanted to like it. I don't. But this Sid Arthur is kicking my ass. Yeah. Another band that I have seen their records in the local stores, and I guess the perception of the band is that it's a young band for teens, but I think musically they're excellent, is Bombay Bicycle Club. And I just heard their latest album, and I really like that too. So, I know what I like. I do. And that gumbo variations. See that, when you start to get into that rootsy sort of thing, you lose me. This has roots, but it's not the usual roots, which is what I'm identifying with, because I've told my story many times, but I've always been an outsider, not by choice, but for survival, and then you find out what you identify with. And so a lot of the main rootsy stuff, it's like, please get that away. I'm just bored with it. Not that it's bad. I recognize it, okay? But I want it fresh. Sid Arthur, guys, if you haven't listened to him, that's who I'm babbling about now, and I do want people to continue to try to turn me on to good music, but I'm looking for real fresh and distinct. And the less rootsy the less American roots I hear, the more interested I am. That's not a diss, it's who I am.